Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mode Report YouTube channel, your report on all things fashion and lifestyle. Now, after quite a lengthy hiatus, today is the return of the Best of the High Street series, where I search the high street in pursuit of the best classic items. So to restart the series, we are on the subject of jeans. Now, jeans are obviously a classic wardrobe item, such a fail-safe option, great for everyday wear, dressing up, dressing down, something that you can just fall back on time and time again. But when it comes to actually finding a pair of jeans that ticks all the boxes, it just feels like an impossible task sometimes. So to narrow the search slightly, today we are focusing on wide leg jeans. Now, this pair of jeans are an absolute classic. They're a real statement piece while still being quite easy to style. They feel very relaxed, very effortless, and just a real great pair of denim to have. And whilst they are quite a capsule item, they do also fit into that kind of baggy, looser style that we're seeing a lot of at the moment. So if you are wanting to lean into trends ever so slightly and experiment a little bit with your denim, this might be the perfect pair for you and great for the spring-summer season. So before we hit the high street, I'll just preface this video by saying, of course, not all jeans are a one-size-fits-all, and what you see me wearing might not necessarily work for you. I am very tall, I'm 5'10", and generally wear a UK 8 to 10. It really depends on the store, the jeans, a multitude of different factors, as you will see in the video. So just bear that in mind, but hopefully what you'll get from this video is some tips and direction for what to look for when shopping for jeans. So we're here in Leeds now, and well caffeinated, ready to hit the shops and commence our mission. So we're first starting with H&M. So H&M have a really good denim section. They also have an amazing new spring season collection in too, so I'm very excited to see what we have here, and hopefully this translates to the denim as well. So let's go. Just as I'd hoped, H&M had an amazing selection of denim. First, this pair are great for the price. Lengthwise, they came up slightly cropped on me, so on someone more petite, these would be perfect. They are named as high-waisted, but not so much so that they're uncomfortable. They're very stretchy, and these do come in a lighter denim too. This pair was an absolute winner. They're a really nice thick denim that gives you a very structured shape. They're a lovely light blue colour, very flattering and mid-rise. Again, these are a really good length if you are someone slightly shorter than me, because they'll hit you just below the ankle. This next pair weren't the best. These were $27.99, but honestly, I just don't think the quality is there for the price. These felt very thin, they didn't have a lot of shape to them, and they hung quite loose. I could have sized down, but I think the overall bagginess is actually part of the design and less me wearing the wrong size. They're also very long and they hit me just at the floor, so definitely not ideal if you're someone shorter than me. So when we are looking for a really great pair of wide leg jeans, what we're looking for is kind of streamlined, consistently loose, hit on the bottom, none of that sort of gathering at the ankle, because we want practicality when we're walking about. So we're going to be looking for different colours, different styles, price ranges, quality of denim, and we're going to be avoiding annoying waistlines like overly high, overly low. We just want a normal kind of mid-waist cut. We're avoiding raw hems, gathered bottoms, anything that has a more trendy element to the jeans. We want just kind of basic and classic. So that's what we're going to try and find. So this is Leeds Briggate, Zara, also known as the most chaotic place in the city centre. But I'm here to do my due diligence as your favourite denim correspondent, and we're going to go in there and see what we can find, because when you can find good jeans in there, they are great jeans. Zara have an amazing denim collection, so let's go and see what we can hunt out. Despite Zara usually having great denim, when it comes to finding a good pair of classic wide leg jeans, this proved to be a bit of a challenge. First, I'm trying the relaxed fit mid-rise jeans.
And this pair of denim is proof that you never know what you're going to get when you find something online, because the model image of this pair looked great. They're not actually labelled as wide leg, but they definitely looked it, which is why I wanted to try them. I definitely could have sized down in these, but even then I don't think they would have fit. The jeans were very loose in the leg, they just kind of hang there with no shape. But they did have a good length and a nice colour, but just a bit lifeless. This next pair are the Palazzo jeans, and I wanted to try these to make a point that some of the jeans that you can get are very over the top in how wide they are, have too much material and just very baggy. But honestly, I didn't think these were too bad. I do think these were a little bit too wide and baggy, but they were a great length, lovely colour, and if this style is for you, then definitely worth trying these jeans. This pair again just felt very lifeless. They have a raw hem which is trailing on the floor, which is very impractical. I'm 5'10", so I'm not really sure who these jeans were actually made for. I've put trainers on here so you get more of a realistic feel, but the jeans just kind of hang, and they're definitely more of a straight leg, despite the name being wide leg.
Next, we're going to check out Mango, and personally I don't really shop in Mango very often. I just never really seem to find anything that I love. But what you get with Mango is that it's kind of like Zara's more sophisticated and less trendy sister. So I'm hoping, because you have that plus slightly higher prices, it might mean that we find more classic, better quality styles. So let's have a look, see what we can find.
This trip reaffirmed why I never really shop in Mango. My local store has such a limited collection. What is redeeming is that their denim stands are actually labelled, so it is easier to find what you're looking for. They just didn't have any wide leg jeans in store. However, I was armed with jeans in mind, so going into the shop, this is what I was hoping to find. So I thought these low waist wide leg jeans looked great. The low waist isn't baggy, the length doesn't gather at the bottom. They are really relaxed and unstructured, but in a really well-fitting way. I think these are a great option if you don't want to lean into the wide leg undone style too much, and there's also a few different colours.
There's been a huge shift in denim over the last few years. We have universally ditched the skinny jean, and since then we've moved on to more looser, wider styles. And then when you have fast fashion that comes into play, it means that you then have a million different variations of that style, which means shopping for denim then becomes very overwhelming because there's so many to choose from. And sometimes you just want a good pair of jeans and it's impossible to find. We are now at Victoria Gate, and the security guards don't really take too kindly to filming here, so we're going to keep this brief. But here we have a couple more high-end high street stores like COS and other stores. We also have a Levi's, which is not actually in Victoria Gate, but it's in that collection of more high-end high street stores. So I'm going to go in there and see if we can find some more kind of classic styles, a bit less trend-led, and some better quality denim.
So with an agenda set and no criminal record for unauthorised filming, I continued the investigative denim tour in COS. Even as a COS superfan, I've got to admit, I've never really been a fan of their jeans. I felt like they lack popular colour ranges, the styles are limited, and personally, I feel like they never seem to fit me that well. But maybe the new season pieces will change my mind. As predicted, COS was very disappointing for jeans. I noticed on the label that these jeans were allegedly a straight leg, but I do think that's up for debate. These jeans are a 27 waist and they are huge. They were very long and baggy. I have no clue what these were supposed to look like, but whatever it was, I didn't like them. The colour was a nice light blue wash, but for £95, I don't really think that's enough to redeem them. Lastly is a pair of baggy tie waist jeans. Again, these looked very unflattering and I couldn't really work out whereabouts on the hips they were supposed to sit. They weren't really doing me any favours. Again, I did like this colour, but unfortunately they were not really giving the classic style that I was looking for.
Next up we have Levi's, which is of course the motherland of all denim, but with it being such a place of variety, it does mean that it's quite overwhelming to go in and find a great pair of jeans, but fear not, because we are only looking for one specific pair of jeans in here.
Despite going in with a very clear mission, I actually ended up trying 2 pairs of denim in Levi's, none of which were the wide leg ribcage jeans, because unfortunately they didn't have them in stock. I have actually tried on these jeans before, so I can give you quite a thorough review. These are a very soft denim, not rigid like the 501s, for example. They're very high-waisted, which I did find a little uncomfortable. They have a few different shades too, and as with all Levi's jeans, these do come in different leg lengths. These are the baggy dad wide leg jeans. These felt very thin and there was a lot of material. They have darts at the top here, which I think added to the feeling of just a lot of baggy material. The length was pretty good, and as I said, with Levi's you can pick your leg length, which is very convenient. But as for these particular jeans, I wasn't really a fan. I also tried the ribcage bell-bottom jeans, which I actually really liked. Unfortunately, I don't think they're a contender for the best wide leg jeans on the high street, but I did think they were really cool. Very high-waisted, which may be uncomfortable throughout the day, but style-wise, they looked really great and very flattering. I loved the colour and the structure of these jeans. The bell-bottom was much more pronounced in person, which is why I don't think they're the best for a classic wide leg. I would have loved to include somewhere like Arquette in this video because apparently they have great denim, but despite numerous letters to my local MP, we still don't have one in Leeds city centre. So to end our trail of Holy Grail high street stores, we're going to Under the Stories, who definitely have great denim. It is on the pricier side, but it feels premium. They have different leg lengths and their styles are very classic, so you're not going to get too overwhelmed with tons of trendy pairs of jeans. These are the wide jeans, and these are a less high-waisted version of the Levi's ribcage in my opinion. They're very similar. These are a really nice light blue shade, soft denim. They have such a lovely flow to them with them being such a relaxed denim. They fall really nicely. These are a 32 leg as well, and as you can see, it doesn't quite hit the floor on me, and this is the longest leg length that they offer. They also have a cropped wide leg version, which is a slightly stiffer denim, but still nice and stretchy. And I thought these would be really great if you're on the more petite side. They might come up a little bit cropped on you, or if you're looking in them, might fall at the perfect length just on the ankle, but these were a really great pair.
So as you can see, you never know what you're gonna get on the high street. Things look completely different to what they do online. It is trial and error and luck of the draw all the time. But from the evidence gathered, I think there are 2 standout pairs of jeans, which I think are real contenders for a winner of best jeans on the high street. So on the lower end of the high street, I think the winner is absolutely the H&M wide regular jeans. These were an amazing pair of jeans. I think there were barely any faults to this pair at all. Great fit, great feel of the material, lovely structure, just sat at a really nice point on the hips. Not too high, not too low. Lovely colour, I can't remember if I just said that, but a lovely colour. And for $29.99, you cannot go wrong. Since looking on the website, I have also seen that these jeans come in 2 other colours as well, which is a darker blue denim and black. If I was to give one criticism of these jeans, it would be that you don't get the option of a leg length, which is a general kind of rule for H&M, Zara, Mango, I believe. You just get a dress size, so an 8, 10, 12, no leg length option. So the pair that I tried on actually were okay on me. They were a tiny bit short if I'm being picky. So if you are average height, maybe leaning on the taller side, these would probably be absolutely perfect on you and they'll hit you just on or just below the ankle. But if you are more petite, there's a chance that these could be a little too long for you. Always worth trying, of course, but that would be my one criticism of this pair. And as for the upper end of the high street, The clear winner, I think, has to be the Under the Stories wide jeans at £85. These are a lovely pair of jeans and I like them so much that I actually own them myself now, which I'm very pleased about. They are a lovely fit, again, fall at such a nice point on the waist. They're not so high-waisted that you feel a bit kind of restricted in movement, but they're not so low that they feel baggy and they're kind of hanging at the crotch a little bit like some jeans do. They're a lovely loose material, really flowing, and just have such a nice shape to them. Colour is beautiful, feels like a very natural denim, and just a great all-round pair of jeans. As we discussed in the cutaways, these do come in a leg length, so you have the option of a 30 and a 32. I opted for the 32 and they hit just below the ankle, no trailing on the floor, just perfect. As for other colours, I found on the website that they come in a sort of medium blue and an indigo colour. I'm sure they used to come in an ecru and a black as well, but I can't currently find those. But I do think that Under the Stories tend to keep the same core collection of jeans, and I do believe that they are in that core collection. So it's worth kind of checking back, because it might be that they bring certain colours out in certain seasons, so maybe worth checking back. So we have our H&M pair at £29.99 and our Under the Stories pair at £85. So let's review and discuss the differences and see whether the Under the Stories pair is actually worth the extra £55. I think these jeans are very similar and there's just a few subtle differences to look out for. So starting with the colour, the Under the Stories jeans are a very natural light denim, whereas the H&M pair are a little bit more of a true blue. Still a lovely colour, still very light, but there are a few more blue patches on the belt, the waistline, and the creases of where you sit down as well. Those are a little bit more blue in certain areas, so that's one difference. You also then have the element of leg length, and the premium jeans, the Under the Stories ones, obviously come with the option of a longer and a shorter length, so that's something to bear in mind. Then we have the overall feel of the jeans. So the Under the Stories pair are very loose and a very flowy kind of material. They are not structured at all. They fall very nicely, they don't crease very often, and they just overall look and feel a little bit more relaxed, very comfortable. Whereas the H&M jeans have quite a thick structure to them. They're quite a sturdy denim, and this isn't necessarily a good or a bad thing. It completely depends on your preference. So the pros of a thicker denim is that you can fold them. They're a little bit easier to work with. You can create some different styles, which I personally really enjoy doing. I do this a lot with my thicker pairs of denim. I'll just create a little cuff at the bottom, stays there all day, you don't need to worry about it. The cons is that they do crease a little bit easier than a more relaxed pair of denim. They also have a tendency to go out of shape too. So if you are sat down, sometimes you might get a knee shape in the jeans of a more structured pair of denim because it kind of pulls a little bit, and this sometimes can make them look a little tired. So overall, I think if you are a real denim connoisseur and you are happy spending a bit more money on jeans, perhaps you're creating a capsule wardrobe and you're wanting pieces that are going to last you a really long time and looking for more premium high street products, I would say go for the Under the Stories version because you won't regret it. They are great. However, if you are not wanting to spend as much money on jeans and you're just looking for a really good, reliable, everyday pair that are going to tick all of the boxes for you, then absolutely go for the H&M ones because they are a really great buy. Lastly, I just wanted to add a special mention to another pair of jeans which are from Under the Stories, and these are the wide leg cropped jeans. I think these would be a really great option if you are very petite. They were very cropped on me, as you will have seen in the cutaways, but I think these are a really good option if you find that a lot of jeans are too long for you. They were a little bit thicker than the wide leg jeans, but they are a lovely, lovely shape. They come in a 28 leg length and are available in an ecru and a deep blue colour. And I just thought it was worth a mention because I think they'd look really flattering on someone quite petite. And there you have it. That is my full review of the best wide leg jeans on the high street. I hope this was helpful for you and hopefully stops you having to trail through the high street in pursuit of good jeans, because it is such a challenge. And even if the jeans that I've shown in this video are not going to be any good for you, hopefully it's given you some tips and direction for when you are next shopping. So thank you so much for watching. All of the links will be in the description box as always. Please do like, leave me a comment and subscribe, and I will be back for more fashion and lifestyle videos very soon. Bye!